Yo, what's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Trick back at you with another one. Let's talk about Devin and the bullshit that they putting this man through. You know what I mean? Everybody out here in the boxing world know that what's going on ain't fair. You know what I mean? And it's gonna take fighters to step up and make this situation right, man. It's not fair that now they're trying to say Kambosos is undisputed. It's not fair, it's not right, and it's not correct, and it's not going down in the books. So why send this man through these loops to become undisputed? He's trying to become the true undisputed at 135. First off, with Kambosos, no one knew who you were at all. No one knew who George Kambosos was until he beat Teofimo Lopez. We did not consider Teofimo Lopez as undisputed. We are not going to consider Kambosos as undisputed. He still has to beat Devin. But my thing about this situation, and my question is, probably one of the questions that the whole boxing world need to be asking is, what happens if Kambosos moves to 140? That belt goes with him. It's his. He's the franchise champion. He is not the real champion. He is a franchise champion. So let that sink in, y'all. If this man was to decide to move up to 140, 147, does that knock Josh Taylor out of undisputed? Would you now say Josh Taylor is not undisputed because George Kambosos moved up a weight class with a Christmas belt? You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make sense. There's only two franchise belts. They both were asked for to duck other fighters. Doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? For you guys to participate in these actions, man. It doesn't make sense. Old media, you guys are you guys got to do better, man. Come on, man. This is putting something in boxing that shouldn't even be there, and that's turmoil, man. It shouldn't be this much about who's the champion and who is not the champion. Just a few months ago, when it was Teofimo Lopez in the seat as undisputed, Lomachenko stepped up and told Teofimo Lopez he wasn't undisputed because he didn't fight for that belt. Now all of a sudden that George Kambosos is at the top of the chain now, and they trying to get that fight between him and Lomachenko, he's undisputed. Oh man, you ain't gonna sell no bullshit to me. You know what I mean? It's not gonna float with me. I'm not gonna support it. I won't buy the fight, and I meant what I said. I won't buy the fight. If it ain't at one, if anybody at 135 think they undisputed without fighting Devin for that belt, I never see you as undisputed. So it might not matter to you, and you may not care, but you should. We the ones that pay you guys. Y'all got to understand that part of the situation. We pay you guys the millions that you get for these fights. I'm not going to invest my money in a lie. Who would? Ask yourself that question. You going to invest $60, $70 to watch a lie? No, you're not. So at the end of the day, Devin, you the real WBC champion. But if I was you, I'd chuck that bitch in the trash can and move on up, man, and go find your own glory, man, because that 135, they're not gonna give you your fair shake, dude. So if you see this video, bro, advice, get away from that situation, bro. You know what I mean? Because it's killing you probably to try to stay at 135. So bro, if you hear this, Get away from that, bro. It ain't gonna, you make your own money. You your own promoter. So they don't pay you. You know what I mean? You pay yourself. You know, and somebody got to pay Kambosos them. You know what I mean? You fight, every fight you make millions. Every fight, they make a couple hundred. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, Devin Haney is the WBC champion. Mauricio Sulaiman, you need to tighten up with what you got going on, boss, because it's not making any sense. You got two franchise champions. One can fluctuate from multiple weight classes and keep his championship. And then you have this one belt that's at 135 that's supposed to be the same type of belt. So I'm looking at that belt as the same as I look at Canelo belt. It's for big fights. That is it. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, long story short, if you fighting at 135 with the franchise belt, you move to 140, that franchise belt gonna go with you. Unless y'all gonna tell me today or whenever you see this that that's a belt only for fighters at 135. But then you gonna defeat the purpose of Canelo being franchise to duck Charlo. So when all said and all done, get rid of this franchise bullshit. You know what I mean? Devin Haney, you still the champion. Because I'm telling you guys, if Devin Haney vacate that belt, Lomachenko or somebody gonna fight for that belt, and they gonna clip this undisputed thing. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, bro, keep doing what you do. Mauricio Sulaiman, you full of shit, and you know it. You just trying to get a payday, and to leave it on a better note. Well, I ain't gonna say a better note. Us black people, man, it's rough. You know what I mean? Like, it don't make no sense, man, how they treat us in the sport world. And it's gonna take us to make a difference. You know what I mean? But like I say, George Kambosos, you shouldn't accept this. You know what I mean? Open your motherfucking mouth. Stop saying it is what it. They can call me undisputed. They can say I'm unified. You gonna accept what they say, cause you ain't no true champion. A true champion will step up and say, I'm not undisputed until I beat Devin Haney. Give me Devin Haney so I can nip this in the butt and let the world know that I'm the best. You won't do that because you know Devin gonna put them hands on you. My opinion only. I could be wrong. But it's a reason why don't nobody want to get in that ring with that man. It's a reason why he done had that belt as long as he have. Because he's the champ. So with that being said, again, Mauricio Sulaiman, you need to straighten out this situation. And telling George Kambosos that he is the undisputed champion. Kambosos, move to 140. And let's see if Mauricio Sulaiman tell Josh Taylor he's not undisputed anymore. Because you got your belt right here with you. You got your franchise chain with you. So with that being said, I'm going to end it on that note. If you ain't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe and smash that like button, share the video. Let's get this out. Let's get this news out there. Let's let the world know what's going on. And I'll see you guys on the next one.